Ratchet and Clank Let's Play Part 8. This is awesome. I'm loving playing this. Before I do the old water refueling station that I said I was going to do in Part 7, I'm going to go back to Relgar. Nope, not Relgar. I'm going to go back to Iridia. Because if you recall from one of my earlier videos in the Let's Play, I went back there expecting to be able to get the gold bolt using only the gravity boots? Is that what they're called? Magna boots? And then I got up top and realised I needed the thruster pack, which I just got now. So before I progress with Poketaru, I'm going to come back here, get myself the gold bolt. Unless it's not a gold bolt, in which case... Ratchet's heroic stance for the thumbnail. Let me take control of the camera, please. Sweet. Like I said in the previous video, if the sound of the thruster pack annoys you, then I would recommend possibly not continuing, because that's just how I get around now. I don't walk or run, I just thruster pack. That's pretty cool, Amazing Spider-Man reference. I mean, I'm sure that had nothing to do with the creation of this part of the game, but it's what pops into mind when it happens. So in the original, I'm pretty sure you just used the helipack to fly over here, but as you saw in my previous video, that don't work. Oh, I shouldn't be using this because it is max level. Oh well. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Light it up, up, up. I'm on fire. Who doesn't like a bit of Fallout Boy? Who raised your hand? Put your hand down. Put your hand down. Anyway, that aside, back to Poketaru to kick some butt. I have to seriously think about this game. Like, if you do get the helmet that allows you to stay breathing underwater, because I'm not sure you do. Core 2. Is this where you fail to save Novalis? Maybe I should go back to Blackwater City. I might go back in another video. Not now though. I've already sidetracked enough. Back to Poketaru to take on some more slime geezers from Blackwater City. I just realised that's probably a bit lazy, reusing assets from previous levels. I try my best to avoid talking about comparing this to the original game, but the original game was not better, but different. I keep saying they're different things, but in this, you see enemies brought over from the original game, and it's like, oh cool, we get to see them again. But then you see them reused in levels. Like here, not only do you have the orange fish, right? But you have the green fish from Blackwater City. And the green... Why do the green fish kill you if you swim too far away, like out of bounds, as you saw at the end of Part 7? Why do they kill you? Why not the orange fish? And why are they reused from Blackwater City? And why are the slime balls reused from Blackwater City? Were they reused? Actually, I think they might have been used in the PlayStation 1 version as well. Can't tell off the top of my head. How you doing? Want a high five? I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. What's the best way to take these guys out? Flamethrower, but it's already upgraded, so... Pixelizer? Oh wow, that looks weird. Big old pixelized snot blob. I remember the first time I played the game, I didn't really like the pixelizer as much because it was just it was basically a generic shotgun. Sure, it had the added, I don't know, little tidbit or little gimmick of turning enemies to pixels, but at the end of the day, it still acted and was used like a shotgun. I don't remember, was it the Ravager from Up Your Arsenal? Auto hack please, even though it's super easy because we're doing a Let's Play. Every time I auto hack, a little bit of me dies inside. But that's okay. I do it for the Let's Play. Magikarp used Splash. It was super effective. What do these guys look like pixelized? Brutal. But yeah, I don't remember the name of the weapon from Ratchet and Clank 3 up your arse and all that you get. That was a shotgun, but the pixelizer is basically that. But turns enemies to pixels. I know people went crazy over it when it was announced and when the game came out. It was like so many people's favorite weapons. I'm like, yeah, that's because it's the only original weapon in this game. Everything else is brought over from other games. And sure, it's got the original. I keep saying gimmick because it's kind of the best way to describe it. If you're looking at it from a cynical aspect, like I was, it was like, it's not that great. It's just a shotgun. So if you use it from too far away, it's pretty much useless. And while that sort of is the case, until you get it upgraded and stuff, I kind of see the little trivial little aspect of it. It's kind of cool to see everything turn into pixels and stuff. Although it is the only time the game will lag if you have heaps of pixelized enemies on screen at once, as well as the bolts flying around. If I was to do a review of this game, I was thinking about it when I went back and was editing, I think, the part of gameplay where I was on the space station, and I commented on it when it happened. I'm like, what happened there? Because there's lots of enemy parts, like when you destroy robots, they fall into tiny pieces. There were heaps of parts of robots and bolts and stuff flying across the screen, and then I took damage, and I'm like, what the heck did I just take damage from? Because I didn't see anything. And it's because there's so much crap on the screen. What is this? Why is there a green light on the floor that keeps showing up from a certain angle? You guys see that? Wasn't just me? There's so much stuff flashing on the screen that you can't see everything. I mean, you can't see when projectiles are coming. It's really cool. It's unique to this game, having the bolts fly around in a wide arc like they usually do. Normally in the previous games, they just get attracted straight to you and they just fly to you. But in this game, they explode out around you and they fly into you from all different angles in a glorious effect. Like this, like boom, all angles, very cool. But at the same time, if the camera's like right behind Ratchet, it makes it really hard to see enemy projectiles because they move a lot faster in this game. Rhino card? Nope, regular cards. Obviously, being a Let's Play, I don't care much for cards, but deep down inside, I'm like, look at all these trivia cards, this is so cool, references to the original games, My inner child is just like, yes, I know all this stuff. Maybe that's why I like Ratchet Clank more than, I suppose, something like Kingdom Hearts. Don't get me wrong, I love Kingdom Hearts, but trying to follow that story is just, I get the gist of it, but I still get people like William and another one of my friends, Aaron, say, hey, what do you think about Xemnas' Nobody Clone Heartless Part 2 New Organization, blah blah blah. I'm like, I didn't know about that. I thought I knew most of what there was to know about Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know jack. Anyway, this is not a Kingdom Hearts. Oh my gosh, I should do a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. No! No, that would be way too long. That would take forever. Imagine me doing a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. Far out. But I could do it though, because the old HD collection's on PS4 now. Funny enough, it's the only one I don't have, because I get the, whenever I pre-order a Kingdom Hearts game, you get like the cool collectible pin with it, which I didn't really care about it until I missed out on one, because they never really sell out of them, but it's like pre-order only to get these collectible Kingdom Hearts Disney pins. And I thought, it's alright, they never sell out. But they sold out of the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Remix collection for the PlayStation 4, like instantly. They sold out straight away. And it wasn't that there were heaps of pre-orders, it's that they just had really few actual pins to give away. Well, they weren't giveaway, they were in the box sort of thing. Maybe because not many people bought the... Because 1.5, when it came out on the PS3, had the cool book, and that was awesome, like the cardboard sleeve, and it had the little book with the collectible stuff in it. But then when 2.5 came out, it just had like a boring pin, so I'm like, that's lame. And then 2.8 came out years later on the PS4, and that also had a pin, so I thought, okay, so maybe these pins are the collectible things to get. And I'm pretty sure they didn't even announce the 1.5, 2.5 pin for PS4. But then it turns out it was a thing, and they sold out in some places. I know Mighty 8 didn't have one. That's an online store. Anyway, here I am talking about Kingdom Hearts for ages. I remember this weird glitch. Oh no, it wasn't sort of a glitch. You're swimming underwater, everything's like blue, but if you if you can angle the camera from above the water, you can see everything really clearly, as if you're looking at it from above the water, and to be honest, things look way better like this. I mean, look at that. You can actually see everything. It's all colourful and detailed, but then you go underwater, everything's blue. Dubba dee dubba die. Dubba dee dubba die. Dubba dee dubba die. I'm sorry. These terrible references. Oh, cool! I don't have to swim up anymore. That's what I got. Was the underwater swimmy thingy. Jeez. My descriptions for these weapons and gadgets are not on point. Okay. I hate you little fish guys. How have I not leveled up Combustor? It's always like the first weapon I level up in every Ratchet Clank game. I suppose because I'm doing my best to display varying weapons to keep the gameplay fresh. But yeah, sorry about talking about Kingdom Hearts for so long. We're playing Ratchet Clank now. Alright, we are done here. There's still 2 gold bolts. Maybe there was a gold bolt on that island. No, I'm not doing it. But I want to. But I'm not. No. Nope. Stop it, Dylan. Stop it. Viewers don't want to run you. The viewers don't want to watch you running around in circles trying to find stuff. Here we go. Core 2. Now, apparently... No, see? See, someone somewhere said that this was on guest bar. Not guest... Wait, my mic just died. But it's okay. Somewhere said that... this facility was on Auxon or something. From the original game. You know, the green planet. But it's not. It's on Core 2. Or is Auxon on Core 2? I don't know. That was one thing I didn't realise I didn't know much about. Like, I played Ratchet Clank my whole life, but I don't know much about like the planets and stuff. Ah, Buzz Blades. Useless when you first buy them, but amazing when you upgrade them. Very cool.
Follow me.
Follow me. Not the worst voice acting, but definitely the best. Well, that's cool. Thanks for that. Now, before my mic died, I was apologising for getting my planets mixed up and saying them wrong all the time. How come they get to fly off and we have to go the long way? And why don't I get a jetpack? I'm pretty sure he does in the movie. Oh well. Sorry for getting the names of the planets wrong. It's been a long day. And sorry for singing songs that have nothing to do with the gameplay. I should not record gameplay while tired. So will this video come out? Tuesday? Monday, I think. Because I'm currently uploading part 6 as I record part 8. After I'm finished here, I'll edit part 7 and 8 together. Then so I'm doing pretty good at uploading a video a day. So I record it in advance and then I edit it and upload it. It's really cool. This is teaching me a lot of new tricks about editing, like putting in images and sound clips and stuff like that. Because I won't say how I edit. If you already, I mean, some people probably already know how I edit my videos on PS4, but it's pretty embarrassing, so I'd rather not reveal my dark secrets just yet. But if you know how to, just, you know, shh, keep it to yourself. I trust you. Nothing's worse than how I edited my videos back in the day, though. Back when I used to record them on my PlayStation Vita in glorious 480p, and then I used to edit them using the PlayStation 3 video editor. I'm not joking. All my old videos I used to make were recorded on my Vita and edited on the PS3. Oh, hi there. How you doing?
Attack!
Look at these useless buzz blades. Fire away. She's really not doing a very convincing job of voicing a character in the game. Anyway, I don't want to keep harping on about it. I feel like I'm just nitpicking. Oh my gosh, what if I've been nitpicking throughout all the gameplay? Every episode has just been me nitpicking. I'm so sorry. But no, I don't feel like I'm nitpicking because reviewers and not fans, but like people who've never played the game before and are like, oh yeah, it's alright, but I've never played the series before, blah 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 blah, and then they start talking about flaws and they don't know what they're talking about. That's nitpicking. But I've played every game in the series. I mean, there are heaps of die-hard fans out there that have never played games like Secret Agent Clank or All for One and stuff, but I've played every single one.
Fire when ready. I'll cover you.
So when I don't consider it nitpicking. If it sounds like it, then I apologize. But it's just because I care about this franchise. It's my favorite. It really is. Some people really love Sonic the Hedgehog. Some people love Mario. Some people love Zelda. Some people love FIFA. But I really love Ratchet Clank. And it's cool because as for the mascots and stuff, Crash got sold out and died until recently with the Insane Collection. Sly had his 3 games and then not much else until Zanzaro picked up Thieves in Time. And Jak and Daxter, well, Naughty Dog is great as a company as everyone makes them out to be. And even I love Naughty Dog, but they really don't give a crap about Jak and Daxter. Case in point, Last of Us, as most people know, was conceived originally as, hey, let's do this realistic looking dark interpretation of Jak 4. And that's how Last of Us came about. So if that's what they really think of the Jak and Daxter franchise, that's what they really want to do with it. I mean, I know they didn't, and this is like a sensitive subject for people, but I mean, The Last of Us started out as Jak 4. I mean, how is that anything like Jak and Daxter? I mean, we don't need dark, gritty reboot. I mean, it got dark and gritty in the second game. Oh gosh, no, not the Clank bits. I'll wrap up what I was saying. I was saying that Jak and Daxter and Sly Raccoon, they had their day, and then their developers kind of either stopped or moved on to better things, like Uncharted and Infamous. But Ratchet and Clank just keep on going, and every game's been good, even All for One and Q-Force. It's not on the Vita. I've been not looking forward to this. At least he actually said something that time, instead of standing there looking at him. I've not been looking forward to this because the first time I played it, I breezed through it, and it was easy peasy. Not easy, but like the challenges, the puzzles were a bit, you know, a bit not boggling, but mind-bending. You know, you had to really think about it. But I got through it easy enough, and then in my challenge mode, I made a simple mistake in one of the puzzles, and it just set me back for hours. I say hours, it was probably more like an hour, but it felt like hours of just running around not being able to figure out the puzzles. Can I turn this into a bomb? No, I can't. Right, I need to think about what puzzles to do for what stuff and bang. Hey, how you doing? I remember when I first played this, there was a glitch, or like if you threw the gadget bot, yeah, it'd fall into the lava. Cool. Where does it respawn? Right there. That's helpful. When your gadget bot falls into the lava. Anyway, I was saying that I made one little mistake in one of the later puzzle rooms, and I was just there for ages. And this was in my challenge mode, and I was kicking myself because I did it flawlessly on my first playthrough, but I just could not get it. Oh, it was driving me crazy. That was another one I was supposed to, another video I was going to make was a guide to the Clank puzzles, but as I mentioned earlier in my Let's Play, this game came out a week or 2 weeks after it did in the States, which sucked. So all these trophy guides I was going to make for my subscribers, and I was going to make heaps of Ratchet Clank videos, but then the game was already out and there were already heaps of trophy guides, and I didn't feel like I wanted to add to the clutter. It's tragic, I know. Oh well, I'll just end up fast forwarding through me doing the puzzles in this because no one wants to sit and watch someone struggle to do a puzzle. And if I do it in one go, then sweet. I wonder if the puzzles, no, I don't suppose these puzzles would be easier. I'd say it'd be the that's clever. I'd say it'd be just the trespasser puzzles that are easier if you're playing on different difficulties. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, bridge bot. My bad. I'm sorry if you're bored by the Clank segments. So am I. I don't particularly enjoy them. They're not terrible, but after doing my Ratchet Clank reviews last year, well at least for the first 2 games, I came to realise that, hey, the first, not the first two games, but like the Quake segments kind of annoy me. It's one of those things where it like subconsciously bothers you, like you never notice it when you're doing it. But it really just, you can't be bothered doing it. Cool, Sherman Drake got me puppies. Too bad they're vicious killer robots. I doubt there'll be any gold bolts here because I'm not sure you can return to this area later, so I won't bother going back and grabbing a bomb or anything. Although I know... Oh no, hang on, I do believe you can return this area later because there is a gold bolt here, if I recall, but I doubt I can run all the way back and grab a bomb. If I miss something, so be it. I'll come back and do it. Okay, I am going to fast forward this because honestly it's going to take a while. Even if I get it right on the first time, even if I know what I'm doing, like this particular puzzle here is not hard, but it does take a while. So to save boring people, just going to fast forward through it. I'll see you on the other side. And now with the power of video editing, I'm going to be doing some more post narration while I fast forward through this puzzle. Although as you can see, Clank's just standing there by himself. Yes, it turns out that this is not the super difficult puzzle area. Well, it's not difficult, but the area where it's very easy for me to get stuck and confused. That's later on in the game. So I'm fast forwarding for nothing. But I figured rather than having you sit here and stare at a fast forwarding screen, listening to squeaky voices for a minute, you can hear my voice instead. Because it's not like you haven't already been doing that for the last 3 or so hours. Jeez, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching all this. I quite like this puzzle. It's simple enough. It's just about the bridges. You just have to worry about the bridges and the power. Whereas later on in the game, I just remember the puzzles. Just you'll see when we get there. There, that was easy enough. Lots and lots of beautiful boxes for me to break and get all of the bolts. I have to break everything. It's like a compulsion. I feel compelled to break every crate. Smash every box. I remember dying here a couple of times. Right or left? Because these guys aren't particularly difficult, but I just remember Clank controlling so stiffly. Oh, that's right, because you can't strafe, obviously. But at least you get the automatic target thing. Let's see if I can do this without getting hit. Probably not. Oh gosh! Nope, he just jumped straight into my face. Lots of health crates just for me. So this guy, I'm pretty sure, is the voice of Donatello from one of the Ninja Turtles. Then again, I think that about nearly every voice actor I hear in a lot of video games. I'm like, hey, it's Donatello. One of the Donatellos. But I do recognize the voice from, I don't know, something. Anything in here? Nope. I know there's either a gold bolt or a rhino card coming up in one of the rooms. Because I missed it, I had to go back all through the whole factory again. Run, Clank, run! Can you not use your thruster pack? Here we go. Ah, crap. I could have probably reached him then. Oh well. There you go, gold bolt up there. That's fun, getting to that one. Yeah, I just realised I've been a bit quiet while recording Clank, but that's just because Clank is not boring, but I'm not exactly entertained while playing as Clank. So I'm just going to fast forward again through all this. Sorry if you guys genuinely enjoy the Clank segments of this game, I'm not bashing them, but I can already tell I'm not being particularly entertaining whilst playing them. So I will leave you with a fast forwarding of the Clank bits. Surprise! It's future me again, interrupting past me to bring you this sped up gameplay of Clank. Now as you can see, there's a bit of a trick there where you use one of them to bounce up and get some cards. Although I can't tell the difference between regular cards and rhino cards. I don't care about regular cards in this game. So I keep going to get rhino cards, and then they turn out to be regular cards. But I suppose it's worth it if I'm going to do a Let's Play of the challenge mode. And also, if you use all 3 of these guys as a trampoline, a bridge, and a trampoline, then run away and grab the bomb, you can use it to get to that sneaky gold bolt, which actually took me quite a while to figure out the first time I played this last year. Don't know how, because it's not even that hard to figure out, but there you go. Clank's got himself a gold bolt. Got to run downstairs. Sorry about the bad audio quality. This is what happens when you record post gameplay rather than during gameplay, but enjoy the rest of the video. And, oh, that's how it's done. Sweet. Captured the guy whose voice I recognize, but don't remember where it's from. Better not be Nolan North. So that one was a lot easier. That's not the Clank segments I was dreading. Must have been the deplanetizer Clank segments. Yes, it actually was when you're running away from... what's his name? Victor Iron, Sylvester Stallone. Oh hey, Zircons, yay. I'd love to kill me some Zircons. So, I'm on Quark's space station, shooting a bunch of Mr. Zircon. This is not how I was expecting to spend my day. Probably gonna wrap things up very shortly. So all you gotta do is high five it. In fact, yeah, here we go. Giant, creepy robot factory. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching part 8. I cannot believe I'm up to part 8. It is crazy that I've recorded so much of this and that people are still watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are all so awesome. I appreciate your support as always, and any comments you're leaving down below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.